So the generational trauma, yeah, there might be something to that because in our DNA, when we go back to Neanderthal man, that, yeah, fight or flight, sure, that's all in there. I get that. But my whole identity and how I behave and my proclivities for chocolate is all because of my ancestors who were roaming the Celtic wetlands.
Okay. No.
I,
So
you
many
know,
things. So many things. Okay, so one of the things, like, are there all kinds of weird DNA things? Of course there are. Like,
right.
DNA is like we've actually located on the DNA strand the happiness gene.
Yay.
Um, Yay for those of us who have it, you know.
Oh, we don't all have it?
We don't all have it. Um,
Oh.
but anyway, that's not generational trauma is something that it's not a part of the DNA. The trauma piece is what when we hand down our victimization stories from generation to generation. So this
Yes.
is a societal thing. This is something that we learn. Worse than that, this is something that we teach.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, has there been generational trauma? Of course there has. There is trauma that exists in every generation, in every society, in every culture, in every race, in every.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
The
Agreed.
the
Agreed.
the Okay, so let's take a look at like a really traumatized generation, and I think that's the silent generation where they went through World War One, the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl, and then World War Two, just kind of all condensed into like a 20-year package of here's a shit show.
Right.
Now, did they have was that generational trauma? Well, that's trauma for sure, and that
Right.
generation bore the brunt of it. Did they pass it down? Eh. Okay.
Well, I would be a direct descendant of that. My mom lived through the Dust Bowl,
Right. So the thing is though, she didn't give you that trauma. She gave you certain coping techniques that they
the
had from that.
resilience.
And
Hmm.
one of them is like we look at like going through, some older people's stuff and you're like, "Oh, they were such a pack rat. Oh, they were hoarders." Well, no, they went through a period of time where they had to. They had to make do with anything they had and everything could be of value. So
Right.
it's a way different way to look at it. I mean, like, are there true hoarders? Yeah, that's a different story, though.
Hmm.
That's a way different
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah.
And the idea that our DNA encodes a generational trauma, no. Did we like have some evolution or de-evolutions based on what was available to our parents or our grandparents at that time? Some
Hmm.
like, okay, they needed more zinc and now I have a disorder because my DNA, like, sure, that kind of thing exists everywhere all the time.
Right.
That's not the
Well,
same thing as like, oh my god, it's a potato, the potato famine, half of my family died in Ireland.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I talk about the shenanigans of all that in the book, that the generational trauma of it. It's like, yeah, I get my stubbornness probably from the Celtic warriors of my past, but I also get my keep your mouth shut from the Native Americans of my past, and that's because of who raised me. She was a combination of all of that. But I think that's more environmental than it is um, nature
Yeah,
versus nurture.
and it's very much it's not like a DNA like you like, oh, we if that was the case, every single culture has been victimized and traumatized and gone through stuff. I
Hmm.
mean, like,
Hmm.
every single one of us is the result of our ancestors prevailing over some pretty significant stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So,
All of that. Right. And we're the proof that they were resilient people.
right, exactly. So the idea that genetically I'm going to be carrying trauma.
Right.
Trauma is not a DNA thing. Trauma is something that has to. Here's the other thing about trauma: you can be through a traumatic event and it traumatizes you, but you are not going to be diagnosed with, post traumatic anything.
Hmm.
A
Yeah.
Traumatic events happen all of the time. It's how we go through them that makes the difference. And the
Mhm.
bottom line is like, like you can be a victim about anything.
Yeah. And I guess that's what I think, I guess that's where it all comes from, isn't it? That we choose to be a victim or we choose to be a survivor. We choose to go on,
Exactly.
move through it. Um,
Just
and
survive.
so, yeah. And just because we may have had a terrible upbringing doesn't mean we're going to naturally share that and project that onto our kids
No, exactly.
because
Um,
we
right.
choose to be stronger than that and don't let that win. And yeah.
Yeah, just survive.